Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is Saturday, June 15th. By the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's been a while since I've been on. I don't understand, I've just been busy. Nothing fantastical, just busy doing stuff. We've been doing lots of gardening, whatnot. I think I mentioned before we bought a property that was really overgrown. And that's a lot of work, and I am getting older. I don't move as quickly as I used to, so everything takes a little longer to do. I've been kind of doing, I think I mentioned before as well, I like kitschy things, so I'll put in a picture of we had a stump in the like sort of like the bushy area, and I found a big bowl to paint like a mushroom and stick it on. I'll show you a picture. Still need to, the stem is still, or the stump is still a little wide for the mushroom, for the bowl. So my husband's gonna kind of whittle it down so that it kind of hangs over, so it's thinner at the top. But I put it in there. That's a little on hold right now. I'll show you a picture of it, but because all of that green around there is poison ivy. So I gotta take care of that. We started spraying it, trying to eradicate that. We don't want it spreading anywhere. It is not in a high traffic area. It's like, you know, to the side. It's, you know, we don't really go in there, but I thought from a distance, have a little mushroom in there. What else? I painted, I did some, like I said, outside stuff. I had found these two stools. They were little mushroom stools, but over time they had faded, so I painted them. I'll show you that. I'm doing lots of planting. Oh, and also, okay, this is not done yet, but I'm gonna try to get you to use your imagination. We had a bunk bed, a metal bunk bed here. And up here, if you want to get rid of things, I couldn't find anybody who wanted it. So if you want to get rid of things, it costs money. So I didn't want to pay to have it disposed of, and at the same time I was looking for a trellis for some clematis that I want to grow. So it was the bottom was a double and the top was a single, and I thought they made great trellises. So I'll show you here and here the two that I made, two beds, and we have a lot of big rocks left over from the wall that we did. So I used that and I buried the frames, and now I just have to add my clematis and some other plants around to have it grow up. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's cheesy or what, but you know what? I want to grow clematis. I need a trellis, and what better way than the bunk bed frame? And I don't have to pay to get rid of it. So I made two of those. I still need to find some flowers. What else have I been doing? Yeah, I created a new perennial bed, so I've been working a lot in there. And like I said, and I got myself a greenhouse. Well, I didn't get it. Hubby got it. He got a really good deal. So next year, here, I'll show you a picture of that. Next year, I won't have to use, because when I was growing from seed, I had the grow lights all around everywhere, and every window was taken from for the seedlings. Now I can just put it in the greenhouse, so I'm happy. And it was so funny. Oh my goodness, it was so funny because the instructions said 2.5 hours for 2 men, and they'll put it together. It took 3 men 2 days to put it together. It was not that easy, but it's sturdy now, and so I've been working on that. And let's see what else. In May, I drove out to Fredericton. It was how long did it take me? 11.5 hours one way. So I went by myself, and I didn't think anything of it, but some people have said, "You're badass." I'm like, what's so badass about that? I got in a car, I just drove. That was the big deal. I found some podcasts that I like to listen to, and I just listened to podcasts, stopped when I needed to stop. And so I had that. I visited my mom and my daughter. I had fun. Oh, I met Antionette from 2 OGs Hookin and Stitchin Island Style. So she lives on Deer Island in the Bay of Fundy, which is somewhat close to where my daughter lives. We kind of met in St. John's, or is it St. John? St. John, New Brunswick. So she took the ferry in and I drove down. She's so lovely. She's so lovely. She's so down to earth. You wouldn't even believe it. You gotta watch her. I'll leave a link for her. She's fabulous. She's better in person than I thought. And she gave me this basket of stuff. Like this. Okay, so I haven't even opened it because when I got back, I've just been go, right? And we've also had some scary weather, so we have lots of cleanup. We get branches falling down. These are fantastic. I have these on a clip that I put, sorry about the crinkling. Okay, so I have these on a clip that I put to my hat, and they're dragonflies. Believe it or not, it works. It keeps the bugs away from your face. You're gonna get bitten everywhere else, which is, they're driving me insane. I'll show you a picture. I went out gardening. This was in end of May. And I normally wear a bug hat. So it's a wide brim and it's got the mesh. And I don't know how they got under, because it kind of goes like this. Like the mesh goes all the way down. You kind of cinch it here. They crawled, they flew under, and they ate my neck. I'll show you a picture of that. That was crazy. And it wasn't itchy until like a day later. Then it was like, oh, drive me nuts. Anyway, I should have had these because these are great. And then she got me one of these. These are the ones where you put the ball of yarn and you can hang it, walk with it in the car, wherever. Haven't tried it yet, obviously. I'm not even opened to anything yet. Thank you. And then she got me minis. Oh my god, she got me minis. I think you all know I have so many long-term projects, and I started another one. Well, I'm not going to show you because you guys are probably going to hold me to it, but this will definitely go into my big blanket that I'm working on. Thank you. What else has she got in here? She got so much stuff in here. Okay, she got me these. She knows I like to garden, and I do have a pair of these, believe it or not. And they are great for the most part. I have tiny hands, so they are a little big, so they kind of like slide around a lot. But look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so great. I do have a pair, and they're great to work with. You can dig the weeds out. So thank you. What else here? She got me a bracelet. I just threw it in here because I was actually wearing it quite a bit. It's navy and blue, and she's all about nautical. So it has the anchor, and like it's all nautical. She got me a bracelet. She got me yarn. This is Expression Fiber Arts Sun Washed Seagull Fingering. It's 83% Pima cotton and 5% polyamide. Oh my goodness. And it's in these colors. The grays. Oh, beautiful. I didn't want to start this. Oh, this is bread. I'm sorry that has gone because I completely forgot to empty this when I got home. It's awful. I know, it's awful. I brought it down here and then just forgot about it. Let's see. What else has she got in here? Oh, she wants me to do embroidery. I'm such an awful person sometimes. Oh, there's a keychain. That's awesome. A little brooch. You hear scratching, that's Oscar. A brooch. Okay. And she wants me to do embroidery. So I'll try this. I have a few other things that somebody has gifted me to try. So we'll try that. And then I actually have one of these too, and they're fantastic. It's for knitting, so that you can put, what is it called? I forget what it's called. But it's like a tube, and you put your needle in, and then you can pull it right through so you can take off the item and try it on or whatever. So love that. Oh, like, and then the basket. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm awful. I am, Antionette, I'm so sorry. I'm just so scatterbrained. So scatterbrained. And like I said, I brought it down and then completely forgot about it. Anyway, thank you. It was great. Go check her out. She's fantastic. She really, really is. She's so much, I don't even know how to say. I was pleasantly surprised by her. She's a joy. A joy. And she was wearing these overalls that I said, oh my God, they're so cute. Where'd you get them? She said, I forget what she said, but she did send me the link. And another thing I said I was going to do, I was going to go buy those overalls, but I haven't. And I'll show you a picture of Antionette. There you go. Another gift that I got was from my dear friend Karina. And again, this was a while ago too. I just haven't shown you. Antionette sent, or not Antionette, Karina sent me a message saying she went, I think it was a garage sale, and she found all these knitting books for babies. And she thought that I would love it. One, I love it. I'm gonna have a few more babies in my life. Not direct, like grandchildren or anything, but so these are great. Look at this. Look at this. So cute. 2, she thought of me. 3, it's thrifted. I love thrifted things. So thank you, Karina. That was absolutely fabulous. But like I said, I have not even had a chance to really, I kind of perused them, but I haven't really. I'm just scatterbrained. What can I say? Okay, what have I been up to? I'm going to let Oscar in. Give me a second. Hi, baby. Hi. Okay, well, let's talk about the first thing I made. This top. Now, it's not for me. It is not for me because it is too small. It is for someone else, but I figured I'd try it on for you guys. So this is a sort of like a classic granny top. Very basic. Now, I got this pattern years ago. Excuse me. I could have figured this out myself, but I got this pattern years and years ago, and it's a retro pattern. What is it called? 1970s Granny Squares tank. And I bought it on Etsy. I don't know how legal it is that they take old patterns, because this was obviously like either a booklet or a magazine, and they digitized it and sold it as a digital format. I don't know how legal that is, but back then, this was, I think I bought this like when I first started crocheting, which was like 2016. And I bought it. I had no idea. But anyway, I was going through my file folders and I found it and I thought, okay, I'll do it. I'll leave a link for it. Like I said, I don't know how legal it is or what. But I did use this. I used Gadifra Lana Mia Cotone, and it is 90% cotton and 10% polyester. This was gifted to me at Christmas time. Beautiful color. It is, yeah, it's color 02310. But I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a beautiful color and I loved it. Pattern was easy. I don't even think you need the pattern, honestly. You basically make 2 grannies, one for the back, one for the front, and you kind of do a little bit of decreasing here, and then you put straps. I did follow hers. I did have to make the straps much shorter because according to her, the top came down to here. I'm like, that's not appropriate. Anyway, so I shortened it. It is not for me because I did make the smaller size, so it is a little tight on me, but I wanted to show it to you with somebody wearing it. It's kind of cute, right? Yeah, I don't want all this attention here, so definitely not for me. But cute top. Really easy, like I said. 2 granny squares, and then you add a little bit extra here, put straps on, done. So I like that. That was really quick. I was using a 3.5mm hook too, which is small. And so I got that done. Okay, I'm going to show you the other thing that I've been working on. I've been working on a lot of other crochet items, but they're long term. They take me a long time. I started, okay, so years and years and years ago, I was I think I was gifted this fettuccine, Lion Brand fettuccine. And I don't know who gifted it to me or whatever because it was so long ago. So I had these two colors. And this is t-shirt yarn. So I wanted to make a rug because I had 2 gray and 2 red. So I started it and it worked out, started making a rug because we redid our bathroom, by the way. And that's another thing, I've been refinishing. So our bathroom is now bigger, so it needs a cabinet. And I didn't want to be, you know, those people that just, I wanted something unique. So I ended up thrifting a cabinet, and now I'm sanding it and gonna whitewash it so it looks a little rustic. And yeah, anyway, I'll show it to you when it's done, but it's a little, it's time consuming because that stuff, that was old and that stuff does not want to come off. But anyway, so I wanted to do a bath mat. So I started with the gray, and that was pretty good to work with. I was using a, what size is this? 10mm hook, okay? But then I started working with the red, and the red is impossible to work with. It is this, I don't even know if you can tell. This is like stiff, stiff, stiff. This is, it's coarse, but it's, you know, softer. And I don't like the red at all. Now I have to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this all out, make it narrower, and then just use 2. However long I get but of the gray, then that's how long the mat's going to be. Because I cannot do the red. On my hand, I just did this, which is what, 5 rows, and my hand was throbbing. And then, also, the fettuccine, it's the same thing. It just says 100% undetermined fibers, which I don't know what that means. But they're not the same. This one feels like t-shirt, like a soft t-shirt. This feels like, I don't know, it's polyester of some sort. Like a, I don't even know. It's not fun to work with, so I can't do the red. I'll probably save the red for something else. But I gotta pull it out. I gotta pull it out. This is, and this took me a long time because the red took me longer than this whole gray because it hurt. Anyway, so that'll, next time I come back, I'll have that done. And the only other crochet that I did, again, I was going through my patterns. Oh, there's a hook stuck in there. I'm going to show you this. I bought this a long time ago, and I said I'm gonna do it. Finally did it. So it's actually Santa's Scraps. It's called Santa's Scraps. Oh, come on. Come on. It's a little seagull, but he's got a Christmas hat. I left the Christmas hat off. And this is Crochet by Kim. I think it's a paid pattern. And the reason I left, isn't he adorable? He's so cute. I think he's adorable. The reason that I left the Santa hat off is, so the in our new bathroom, I'm gonna order some seagull art. Like I found some, I forget where, I think it was Amazon. Seagulls sitting on toilet paper. So this will be in that for the bathroom. It's so kitschy, I love it. But isn't he adorable? So easy. It is easy, but I have a hard time sewing. Like, yeah, that's why I don't do amigurumi. The crochet part, easy peasy. It's the sewing. But he turned out cute, right? Here, oh, he turned out really cute, right? So that's why I left the Santa hat on, because I want him out all year long. I'm going to hang him in our bathroom. Anyway, I'll leave the link to this pattern. It's really easy, and she's got, you know, photo, you know, progress photos. So that's the only other crochet that I have done, because my projects are long term. Oh, you know what? Before we continue, I want to bring your attention to some shopping that I did. This is from the Canadian Legion. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but the Canadian Legion has what's it called when you have the rights to an image? I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. To the poppy, they own it. Them, and I believe the British are military as well. So they have a website, and all the money goes towards helping veterans. Anyway, so I found this. It's a machine quilted. I'm sure it's made somewhere in China or something. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll know here. Made in China. But it's so cute, right? It's a quilted bag. It's made with like a polyester, so you can like easily wipe it off. Yeah, so there. See, there's their logo, the Legion. And I bought, I'll show you a picture. I bought a little plant thing for the outside the garden. It's a little poppy plant stake. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the link for them. You go give a perusal. They got lots of things there for sale. It didn't cost me. I think this bag cost me, I want to say $24. So that's not too bad, you know. Anyway, I've been using it, so it's all good. What else have I made? Oh, I've been into sewing. So if you're done with, I'm done with the crochet. I have no knitting, no crocheting to show you. I've been sewing a little bit here and there. I did, in my thrifting adventures, I found this lady who gave me a bunch of fabric, and then inside was another little bag full of these 2-inch squares, all pre-cut, all Christmassy kind of themes, but they weren't exactly cut. Like they weren't, some of them were 2.5, some of them were 2. So what I did was I just sewed them all together. It's gonna be for my dog, and it's a flannelette, so it's super soft. He loves it. Anyway, I just had enough to piece that all together, but it's not perfect because, like I said, the sizes were different. But all this, and then I thrifted, I bought a bag of fabric, and inside this bag of fabric was somebody's attempt at quilting, and they never finished it. So that's what I lined the back. There's no batting in there because he doesn't need it. So I just used the back and then the leftover somebody else's cut pieces, and I made my Oscar a little quilt. I thought this literally took me, I don't know, not that long, maybe 3 or 4 hours, because I didn't look at points, I didn't look at anything. I just went to town, sewed them all together, and then put the back. And what I did was I put the two face together, sewed all the way around, left an opening, flipped it over, and then top stitched the back, or the around. Perfect. So he loves this. What else? I've been working, oh, let me show you. I'm going to put in a clip that I'd made before I went to Fredericton, right here. Okay, maybe this is a new format for me, but I don't have time for a full-on video, so I figured I have one project done. I figured I'd show you. I showed it to my mom, and she wants it. So I figured I'd do a really quick video of this, and then I will take it to her, and then I'll attach this clip to another one. Anyway, I'm going to be going in 2 days, so I made a rug. I remember I was talking last time, I was making these tubes, and I made this rug. Now, the original pattern that I was following, I'll leave a link, and actually there's so many videos out there on making these fabric rugs. The original one that I was calling for asked for 44 strips, 2.5-inch jelly roll strips, which I had, but then it got to this size, and I'm like, well, I just want this for a little stomp pad as you get out of the shower, so I didn't want it big. I didn't realize that the one that she was doing was so big, so I stopped at halfway. So I have another 22 strips, which I'm in the process of making another little rug, but I showed my mom, and now she wants this. So what I'm going to do is I have this Tulip Slick dimensional fabric paint. I'm going to put some dots on the back to prevent slipping, but I'm so happy with it. Now, it's not perfect. It definitely has a little wave here and there, and I know that I've watched a lot of videos and they said that can be an issue. Keep your fingers crossed that the next one is better. So I figured I'd show you this one. Look how cute this turned out. So cute, right? Not bad for someone else's jelly roll strips that she was getting rid of. So perfect. Now wish me luck on the second one. On to the rest of the video. Okay, so I made as you saw, I made a rug for my mom. And so the original rug that I wanted to make, that I was following, I'll leave the link for the lady that I was following. Anyway, I made too many tubes. Too many of these tubes. So I thought, okay, I'm going to start making another one for me. But I wanted a long, thin one. Actually, this is probably a good size because I just want to get out of the tub where you put your feet, right? I don't want anything too big. But I'm struggling with this one. The last one went easier than this one. Look at this one is kind of like, oh wait, it's doing this. So I've taken it apart. And then my machine decides it's going to act up. I had to take the whole machine apart, clean it all inside, put it back together, and it's still, I don't know. I adjusted the tension, I touched the tension on myself. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm going to take it out and start again. So that's taken me a long time. So I don't know if you guys can see. See? It's wonky. It's driving me nuts. So, oh, and the last thing that I made, I think it's the last thing that I made. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna snap my fingers. Okay. This was a few minutes for me, but seconds for you. 1 second. I was watching a video on YouTube of how they made pajama shorts, and I decided, hey, it can't be that hard, and it's not. So I used a pair of pajama shorts that I have and traced them out the way she said it, and I made myself a pair of pajama shorts. Now, I wear them outside all the time. This was some thrifted fabric, knit fabric that I found. And I still have so much of it, so I might make a couple of pairs. But how many pairs of the same shorts do you need? Love that. And then another pair with some other thrifted fabric. These ones. So these ones are like the, what do you call it? A hoodie material, like the fleece, I think. So they're warmer. But yeah, I've been wearing these incessantly. Like I've been wearing them to garden in. And this is, like I said, a knit fabric that I have so much of. And I have a lot of this too. So I thrifted it and then I went looking for what can I do with knit fabric. It's not, knit fabric is harder to work with because it stretches. But it was so much fun and so easy. I think I got this done in like 20 minutes. Honestly. You just cut it out and it's a couple of seams and you're done. So I see mini shorts, pajama shorts in my future because I do have some more knit fabric. What else have I got to tell you? By the way, I no longer have a post office box. I stopped that because I want to discourage people from sending me things. And it was costing me $200 a year. I'm like, when I started this channel, it was like 120 bucks. Now it's $200. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. No more. I don't need gifts or anything. So don't send me anything. So I'm in the process of deleting all of that from my other videos, which is time consuming because there's no one set thing that you can do. You have to go through every video. So yeah. Oh, and you know what else I've been doing? This is actually a special message for somebody. I'm making a scrappy quilt for someone very special to me. I think she watches. And I'm just going to show up a couple of blocks and you tell me, you know who you are, you tell me if this is the idea that you had in mind. So I have these scrappy blocks are all going to get put together. Is this what you had in mind? Or was it something else? When we talked, I wasn't sure. So I've been working on these. And they're all my scraps. I've got so many scraps. Because I take out what people throw away, right? So if this is what you were thinking, send me a message and let me know yes or no. But anyway, so this is in the works. I am working on it, as I mentioned to you. Okay, so enough for that private message. What else? I got nothing else. I got, and what am I? Oh, almost 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, 30 minutes of babbling. I am so sorry. All right, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully I'm not, I don't know. I don't want to make promises. I know people reach out and say, where are you? Well, I'm spending a lot of time outside, and July and August is usually visitors, so I'm not going to be doing much of anything. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful summer so far, and we will talk soon.